We were sitting at the Beverly Hills Hotel. We're 8 months into real estate. Rainey and I had teamed up, and we were meeting this guy that was from Egypt that Rainey met. That was this, kind of, knew all these people from the Middle East, and he was going to refer us clients, and we were going to give him a kickback, and
Yeah.
nothing ever happened.
Of course, never.
Okay, but we're sitting there, and something did happen. Okay. And this is what I love about life, because when you think this is the main thing, there's usually something else over here.
Completely different.
But you know what they say? 98% of life, and I'm not going to say 90, I'm going to say 98, is just showing up. Because it's so easy to go, we don't have to do that. That's going to cost money. That's going to be a $50 hot dog at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Yeah.
We were just too young. But anyways, we saw this guy. Rainey says, Brandon, that guy's looking at MLS listings over there on his paper.
He's looking at real estate.
And I turn around and I look, and I see this older kind of cool guy out of like a movie. He was out of like a James Bond film, this older guy. And sitting right next to him is his young, hot, smoking 30-something wife. This guy's in his 60s. And then sitting next to them is their 3-year-old Chinese daughter. So obviously they adopt, it's like, and then sitting next to them on this side is like a bodyguard. And then sitting over here is like another bodyguard driver, and then like some random friend. He had like a whole entourage around.
Whole posse's with
he's looking at MLS listing. And Rainey said, he's looking at MLS. And I instantly, without hesitation, I look at him and I go, watch me go to work. Okay. And I actually was really cocky because I was putting on a show for them. And I said, watch the master go to work. I knew nothing. Okay? I was the least bit of a master, but I walked over there and I had the courage
the balls to do it.
Walk over there, and I'm like, and what do great salespeople do? They find stuff in common and they get information out of whoever they are to put together a case. Because what we're trying to do is find the information, build a case, and get them there before the next guy, being a realtor. So I go over there and I'm like, hey, where are you guys from? They go, Paris, France. Oh my God, the most beautiful city in the world, Paris. Oh my, I actually surfed in Biarritz. There's a great surfing. And they're like, surfing Biarritz. Oh my God. It was great. And I go, yes. I go, oh my God. And I go, what are you guys looking at? And he's like, and of course I knew what he was looking at.
Yeah.
But I'm asking questions because I'm trying to get him to talk.
Let him.
He said MLS listings. And then and then the next thing out of his mouth, basically a gift from God, he said, and I'm devastated, in a French accent. He said, we told our realtor to offer full price on this property, and he offered $100,000 less. And and we lost the property. Now remember, this was in the subprime when there was 5 to 10 offers on everything. Okay. And I go, what was the property? And he said, on Kip Drive. I said, the Orange Mediterranean.
You knew it.
7,600 square feet on an 18,000 square foot lot, 7 bedrooms. And he was like, how do you know?
Knew that.
And we knew because when we instantly got into real estate, we would look at everything.
There you go.
Became a specialist and looked at everything. And they were like, oh my God, how do you know? I said, I told you, this is what I do. I'm a realtor. This is my neighborhood. I know everything. Okay. It's called fake it till you make it. We're 8 months in the business. Okay.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, you like that house? You like that house? And it was an Orange Mediterranean. It was Mediterraneans at the time. We're all like, there was the craze. And I said, we knew of another listing that hadn't been listed yet. That was the Mediterranean that was similar because
there you go.
All over the city. And I said, I have something better. And he goes, can we see it? I said, of course we can see it. And he goes, can we go now? I go, of course we could go now. And we literally look at our buddy out there and we go, nice to meet you. We're going to pay for this. We're taking him right now to show him a property. Okay. Because I just knew that he was legit.
You left and go right to it?
We didn't even get the guy's name. We had no idea. But we knew he was at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
You know he's legit. He's got a bodyguard.
Okay. Right. He had a full entourage, a smoking hot wife. And we go, okay, let's go. We take him there. This is a true story. This is no exaggeration. We take him there. We take him to this house. We didn't even call the realtor because we knew that it was like almost being ready. And we just show up. And the realtor happened to be there with another client. And we're like, hey, we have a client. We know the developer because we have been here before.
Who was that
We got
realtor?
it was, we had no idea. Anyways, we walk the guy through and they all come in, his whole entourage, like, oh my God, this is great. This is exactly like the other property because we do the inventory. We're out there. The guy literally walks around. He looks at the living room, looks at the kitchen, sees an elevator, and looks at me and goes, and then sits back down on the couch, and he pulls out a cigarette.
No.
Starts smoking.
Smoking in the house.
Starts smoking, and he says, shut it down, offer full price. Now, at the time, I didn't even know what that meant. I've never been told shut it down. I've never been told offer full price. We had no idea. And I go, no, you don't understand. You're going to get us in trouble. You can't smoke in the house.
Right, no smoking.
He goes, shut it down, offer full price. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. You can't smoke in here.
He's like, it's mine.
And he goes like this. He goes, this is my house. Go right now and go get a contract and offer.
Get it done.
We're like, and we looked at each other like, oh my God.
This is happening.
And we made on the 8th month a $5.5 million deal. Little did we know the driver was actually getting a kickback from another realtor that was lost. And the driver was trying to kill our deal.
Blow up the deal.
And then we come to find out, we didn't even know who it was. It was Johnny Holiday.
I'm like, what's your name?
It was Johnny Holiday, the Elvis of France.
Singer, yes.
He also has a documentary, which he has a show right now on Netflix called Johnny Holiday. This guy's came from the streets. Okay. And they were like, and we find out who he was. And my stepfather was a huge fan. And that was like the oh shit moment where we looked at each other and go, you know what? We're good. We can make it in this town. And if we could sell Johnny House a Holiday in 5 minutes and do like this. And there was been so many other stories like the Lenny Kravitz story. And I love the streets. The streets is my office. And that's where you want to be a good realtor, you got to talk to me.
It happens out there, not in the office.
Exactly.
That just reinforces what I've always say and know. It's like, this doesn't happen by accident. You don't become elite in real estate or anything by accident. And for you to do what you did, the fearlessness to even go up to the guy, right? So you have to be fearless, which is really hard to do, to step out of yourself and call it aggressive. Fearless really is what it is. But on top of that, you said fake it till you make it, but you knew your shit.